So there we go. So that's what happens when you put a brand new pump in. She's looking lovely. I have bought a new pump because of the fact that the one in my pond is 10 years old and it's starting to play up. So I decided to just sort of cut to the chase and just get myself one. So this is a Moray Aqua One Moray 2300. All right, and so when we take this out of the box, all right, this is what she looks like. Now we don't need, hang on a second, we'll take this off first. So we don't need the filter because I have a big filter in here, so we don't need that. We also don't need this, all right, and this has been placed on here. I've already pre-looked, I can't get that off now, but anyway, it was just hanging in the box, and so I've just placed it there. And that's for our pipe. That's it. So this here, we take the brick off, lift this up. So this here is just a filter pad, some scouring pads, large ones, and these trays were, I had a fruit drying contraption, and I ended up not using it. So I've used two of them with rubber bands just to simply have as the lid for my things. So this is my old pump here. Yeah, this is my old pump, and this is the basket. Now this basket is a water lily basket, but anything with holes in it will do. And then these are scourer pads that you just get from a hardware store. All right, and I'll put that to one side and get my screwdriver, and we undo this. All right, so get that undone like that. All right, and then what we'll do is, now we might use a bit of the boiling water over the end of it just to soften it up so that I can wiggle it off. There we go. So we take this one off and we'll get a new one. So we don't need the old pump. So now what do? Hang on a second. So this is the clip that we need. All right, now you need to get marine. All right, they come in two sorts, ordinary sorts and marine. And you need marine because it doesn't rust. All right, so place that on there, and we will stick that end in the hot water again just to soften it up. You need boiling water. No, sorry, not hot, boiling water. Slide it on and then slide that back on so it goes over that edge there. All right, because that's where your thing finishes and you need it in here. So there, and then we just get and just simply screw her on nice and tight. There we go. All right, and then we get our basket. There we go. Hang on a second, let's get that organized. Now I've made a bit of a slit in there so that the lead and the pipe can sit in that, if you can see there, like that. And that just sits up in the middle. And then we get this one, and it sits over the top. Now this is just makeshift. I realize that you can buy proper filter boxes for them and all that sort of stuff, but I tend to sort of make do, and it's been doing well for 10 years, so therefore who worries. Now I have rocks down here, two of them, bricks I should say, not rocks. All right, so that the box, the filter box is not sitting on the floor, it's just sitting there. So now what I'll do is I'll put this on All right, so what we now do is we get our plug and we place it in between there, and you push with your thumb down so that your cord is sitting in this bit of a dip, and the same on the other end. All right, so just push her down in there like that, and then you fold this over, making sure that this is caught here and on the other end, and then you fold the little clips like that, and you fold that shut, and she is now waterproof. All right, so this here is my filter. It's very simple. This is just a plastic flower pot, all right, with no holes, and then I've just got scourer pads in here. These are going to be changed because they've had their day, but this is what they used to look like, and this is all I use. That's the amount of water coming out of our pump. So you push that down. I've got it coming through a lid here, and that's mainly to stop things from falling in here, especially little animals and stuff. And then we just do that. Get that in there. Hang on a second. Make sure she's gone in. I try to get it down the bottom. I know there's better ways of doing this. I understand that, and we will be doing a bog filter on this. Once I get my second pond up here, we will be doing a bog filter. So I also have this big piece of sponge here just at the overflow. All right, and you can see how fast this is coming up. This is really fantastic, so much better than my last pump. And then come through here. Hang on a second if I can get to it. And here we are. So, all right. So that's fantastic. So what we're now doing is we're going to change these over. These are the old air stones. All right. And again, a little bit of hot water. Hang on, watch your fingers. Watch your toes as well. Just a little bit, and that should allow me to pull that off. There we go. And then we have a brand new one. And these were only $3. And look at this. Isn't that amazing? All right, compared to the old one, which is this one over here, to this one. So we take the second one out, do the same thing. All right, get another one. All right, and there we go. And we put that in there. Now what I would like to do is extend this one. All right, because they both only sit over here, and I would like one of them sitting over here. So what I'm going to do is, hang on a second, got them in my pocket. I have two of these. Can you see that? All right, don't lose them. Cut your air pipe. Hang on a second. Get them into hot water. Hang on, take that one off. Stick these two. This is the extension, and that's the one that's going to the air pump. And put that in your hot water. Now don't worry about the fact that it's spitting, but just make sure it doesn't hurt your hands. All right, that's just air coming out. And then you get your little connector and you put it in there. Oh, I have to heat that one up again. Oh dear, You're going to go? Yep, yeah, there you go. So now I've got the two of them on, like that. You see that? Yeah. Just trying to show you against a dark thing so you can see them. Yeah, and we're going to, I've boiled some more water. So I've come back. Oh, watch how it's spitting. Alright, so just be careful of that. And get my little thing wherever I've got it. Oh, here it is. Put that in. Oh, you've got to be quick. You've got to be quick. And the older the pipe, the longer it has to sit. Now there we go. Now we got it. All right, so there we are. So now we get our other one, all right, with the air stone on it, and we do the same thing. We put it in the kettle, let it heat up. And then put the end in. All right, so there we go. So now we have another one all done. All right, so now this one can go all the way over here. So isn't that fabulous? Look at that. So this one, I'll show you. Look at that. All right, so that really moves things around. Now one thing I do suggest, for me anyway, what I do is I try to have all the movement things going on in this end here, because of the fact that I would like a quiet place for the fish to be able to sit and sleep over there. They don't want to be in total movement of water. This is like boiling water, you know, type thing happening here. Constant moving water, never stops. So I like to sort of have it like that. And that way my fish can sleep over in there underneath the black magics. And I find them over there quite often actually. So this is my pump, my air pump. And this is Halia, H-A-I-L-E-A. And then if you come down here, you will see that this is a connector. I used to have a lot of other air stones off to different tanks, but they're all gone now. So now we're just down to the two, and these are the two that go to the air stones in the pond. All right, so this is, these are my fish. This is the next day after I've installed the new pump. Isn't it amazing? They came up just before I was here, and now they'll find out. Here we go. So the water's looking lovely. Let me just see if I can put a shade over me. That might show it a bit better. Just hang on a second. There we go. So there we all are, my beautiful fish. Oh, just looking gorgeous. So what is going to happen here for my fish is I'm actually going to be putting another pond like this, exactly like this one, but over here. So there's quite a bit of work that has to be done first before we can do that. And then over on behind the black magics, on the garden bed, because this is a sunken garden, all right, I should be putting a great big bog filter in there, and then I shall be changing all of this. And so that's going to be quite interesting to do. It's something I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I've had to wait until these trees are out the way. All right then, so there we go. I'm very pleased, very pleased. All right, working really well. So I hope you, if you've got any questions, yes, I should say that. If you do have any questions about how I did this, or any other questions actually about what I'm doing, then you're most welcome to ask. and I will try my best to answer. So thank you very much. All right.